Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Monday Night Wellness Stories. I'm Sherry Danzig and delighted to have all of y'all on tonight. And if you're listening to the recording, we're grateful for you listening as well. So, tonight you're going to hear stories about Niken's water technology. It is, I'm sure, around the world, one of the most favorite products that we enjoy in creating a wellness home. This water is, well, it's inspired by nature, so it's energized, it's alkaline, it just you feel differently with this water. It's really incredible how you can taste the difference, and I affectionately call myself a water snob. What I mean by that is that once you start drinking water that has taken all the junk out of tap water and put back the things that nature intends us to have, the energy, the minerals, you can really tell a difference. It feels different. It has a different mouth feel, and so you become highly sensitive to it. So it will ruin your tolerance of bad water. So I guess that's a bad side effect, but that's okay. It's actually it's for a good cause of that. So we're going to jump in and share some quick stories of people that have enjoyed the water or seen some impact on their life. Shirley, we're going to have you take it away and start with a story, please. Start us off.
Okay, my story is that Debbie Jones started bringing me water every week, and I think it was about 3 weeks. I had a doctor's appointment, went to my doctor's appointment, and she said, "Shirley, what are you doing?" And I said, "I'm walking." She said, "What are you doing different?" I said, "I'm drinking some alkaline and mineral water." And she was like, "Your A1C went down." She said, "Whatever you're doing, keep doing it." And she said, "And I want to know about that water." I'll get a chance to actually talk to my doctor in March about the water. That's my story.
Yeah. The body is at least 70% water, so when you give the body water that is really hydrating and really pure, your body does better. I mean, it just makes sense, right? So,
Right.
Maggie, go ahead and jump in. You've got a story you're gonna share.
Well, this is a story about my one of my best friend's sons. He's 7 years old and he's autistic. And just before my friend came over to see me here in Vancouver a few days ago, she was changing the filter in the waterfall. And now this little boy has only ever had this water at home, and they take it to school and so on. So he says to his grandmother, "Nana, what are you doing?" She said, "I'm changing the filter." And he didn't say anything. And then he watched her pour, after it was all clean, watched her pour the water in the top. And he says, "Nana, is this water going to be ready before you leave?" And she said, "Yes." And he says, "Oh, thank goodness. I don't know if I could do without this water, Nana."
Out of the mouth of babes. They know. Yeah, I love it. It's good for the whole family. And
It is.
I'm gonna share a story about the whole family in just a moment. Renee, please go ahead and share a story about the water.
Okay, so I want to tell the stories about it was a new client, and she was like, I don't drink water. I had showed her the different products, and she said that I don't drink water. I said, well, just taste it. And so she said, well, I don't drink any kind of water. I don't drink water at all. I said, well, can you just taste a little bit, and then we can go from there. And so she tasted the water, and she saw the expression on my face, because I was surprised that she went on to taste, and then she tasted some more, and I asked, I said, "Is there something wrong?" She said, "No, this water tastes good. I never had water like this. I'm getting this waterfall. This water is good." And not only did she get the waterfall, but she joined as a consultant.
That's awesome. Yeah. It's one of the best things about the water that people can relate to the price of water, because a lot of people think that bottled water is a better solution than drinking tap water. Unfortunately, it's not the case. The bottled water, um, the whole industry, a lot of them are a bunch of liars and crooks because they can say anything they want on the bottle and not necessarily back it up. In fact, there have been big studies that have shown how about a fourth of the bottled water that you find in bottled water is actually tap water, hasn't been filtered. So it's an industry that is fraught with a lot of lies and misconceptions. So it is really wonderful when somebody's been paying for water to show them how they can spend so much less because the maintenance on this water is you can't buy bottled water for as inexpensive as this is. So love that. The last story I'm going to share is about my dog, and he's sitting right here. But it's actually not. It wasn't Sully. It was when we used to have two dogs all at once. I mean, all at the same time. And so we had gone away, and there was somebody that was coming in and taking care of the dogs. And I got a call about 3 days in. We were in Chicago, and I got a call about 3 days in just to check in. And I could hear that they were worried. And I said, "What's going on?" And they said, "Well, they're eating and all that, but they're not drinking water. I haven't changed. I haven't filled up the water bowl, um, in 3 days." And I said, "Well, that's odd, but remember I said to fill the water only their water bowls up from the filter that's right by the sink." And there was this dead silence for a while. And I said, "That's okay. That's okay. You've been putting tap water in it, right?" And she said, "Yeah, that's what I've been doing." And so I said, "Well, go ahead and, the system is full if you haven't been using it. So fill it up. In fact, get two bowls because you got two dogs and they're going to be really thirsty." And I could hear them over the phone just lapping it up. It's like they were so thirsty. They would not drink the tap water. They could smell the chlorine. They knew the difference because this was years of them drinking the filtered water. I actually did a TikTok video probably a year or so ago with this dog that's right here by me, by my side. And I did a test where I put tap water in one bowl and the pie water in the other to see which bowl, where he would go. And he, every time in the video, I captured it. He went straight to the pie water. So, and this dog is not very bright. He's not very but he's smart enough to know good water from bad water. So whoever invited you tonight, if you're listening to it live or if you're watching this in a recording, talk to the person that shared this with you because there is a big difference in the quality of water you drink, and it's really, really important. Thanks, everyone, and come back next week. Every Monday night, we're here, and we're always sharing great stories from great products that make a huge difference in your well being. Thanks so much.